So you have these white spots on your teeth, right? Well, I know that some dentists say, or maybe they told you that there's nothing you could do about your white spot on your tooth, aside from cutting it away and filling it. Now, why do people get these white spots on their teeth anyway? Well, people get white spots on their teeth for a few different reasons. A most common reason is because they had braces. You had braces in the past, right? And the brackets, sometimes if you had a hard time keeping them clean, then you'll get these decalcifications around like the kind of the shape of where the brackets were, because that's where it was hardest to clean. The other reason people get these white spots is actually fluorosis. If you had too much fluoride, then it causes actually white spots and brown spots, kind of a mottled look on your enamel. Some are mild, some are more deep into the enamel. But the key is to remove them in the most minimally invasive way, right? Without removing a lot of your own enamel to achieve it. Or getting veneers, for example. Some people get veneers to take care of the problem. But again, that involves cutting the whole surface of your front of your teeth away to cement a veneer on, porcelain, or composite veneer. And of course that has, over time, those can degrade, those can break down. You might have to get that, replaced too. So what can we do to keep the drilling to a minimal or zero? Well, this is a case that I did recently, and like I said, it's so common for people to have them. And this person was self-conscious about those. This person went through some other work that they needed, and there was these areas that remained. So we went ahead and did microabrasion. So microabrasion is a technique that uses an acid, okay? And it removes very tiny bits in a micron layers of the enamel, just enough to remove the white spot. Sometimes the white spot is only in those very, very, very minuscule layers of enamel on the top. And if that's the case, then just doing that microabrasion kind of abrades it away. And then we treat the surface, smooth and polish, and you're done. And if it doesn't, if it's a little deeper, there is another thing that we can do additional to that. It's a material that has been around for years now, and it was specifically formulated for this issue of white spots on the front teeth. And this material is kind of like it's kind of like the composite resin we use for fillings, but it's extremely, extremely thin, very, very thin, and it absorbs microscopically into the surface of your enamel. So after doing microabrasion, the surface is treated with some priming agents, and this material is allowed to kind of seep in and really penetrate into the enamel, and it really essentially masks the issue, and it's hardened with a light. And this procedure, it reduces significantly the appearance of the white spots. And this involves no drilling. I did not pick up a handpiece at all to do this procedure. And it's pretty amazing when it works really good, actually. It's a really something that is done minimally invasively, and you still have your own enamel intact. It wasn't cut away. And yeah, consider having that done if you have white spots that you're unhappy with. It's highly effective. And if you have any other questions or anything at all about your teeth, about your particular situation, then just look in the description and all my information is there. I'm happy to answer anyone's questions or emails. And yeah, see you in the next video.